Hello and welcome back to an all-new Sam's Plants the World. I'm your host, Samantha Bremenkamp, and we are at Muddy Creek, which I'm sure you've been to a lot here in beautiful West Reading. And I am with Beverly Kelly-Carfagno, the owner, operator, and awesome lady who makes all the magic happen. Beverly's going to teach us how she makes some of her award-winning products that we wear and buy all of the time, and it's going to blow your mind. Thank you so much, Beverly.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Come on in. Welcome to Muddy Creek Soap Company. I'm Beverly, the owner, and we've been here for almost 10 years, which we're going to be celebrating in February.
Very exciting.
So these are all the products that I make. Probably 90% of the products here.
Wow. Will you show us some of the things?
Yeah, I just want to turn this fan down a little bit.
Thank you.
So the number one seller, of course, is our bar soap. So we have a ton of soaps. Because I love all the fragrances, and people always want variety, something to choose from. So this is actually the blueberry slushy soap that we were doing earlier.
Awesome. Yeah. We learned how to make that. Very cool.
Yeah. So these are all the cold processed soaps, which they take 4 to 6 weeks to cure.
Wow.
The glycerin soaps.
Oh, wow. Yes.
They're more of an easier process for the soap maker.
Okay.
But still good for you. 3 butter blends or just the regular glycerin soaps.
Skin will thank you.
So we do have sprays.
Oh, yes.
So they're all natural. You can actually spray them on your body or use as a room freshener. So it's all like natural ingredients. And most of the products in the shop are vegan friendly. There's only a few, for instance, the goat's milk soap. We have a few goat's milk soaps. But other than that, they're plant-based ingredients and good on your skin.
Oh, yeah.
So,
your shop is
bath
so
bombs.
cute. Yes.
A lot of bath bombs, which they're super popular.
Oh, yeah. I always get them for gifts for people, and they always love all of your products.
And as you can see, we're pretty much out of the shower steamers, which they normally go there. So, we're going to get them stocked up today. So,
and that's a testament to how great your product is.
So this is some of our men's manly scented, I should say. But, a lot of women like the scent also.
Of course.
The intuition that's popular with both men and women.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we do have some beer soaps, which a lot of times I'll do projects with breweries. And, so I actually use the real beer in the growlers. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a great time in Delray.
So then, of course, Chatty Monks, we used to use their beer. The West Reading Tavern, that kind of thing. So, let's see. We have some little ducky or dinosaur dragon soaps. So these, I have the little soap curls in there that I used in the blueberries. Yeah.
So great for kids and for the kid in all of us.
That's true. That's true. Shampoo and conditioner bars, which they have become very popular.
Oh, yes.
We have a variety of scents with that. Each bar is good for like 50 to 80 shampoos.
Wow.
And, you're not going to have to carry, and you don't have to carry the bottle with you when you're traveling. You don't have to worry about,
oh, that's awesome.
Things leaking out.
Oh, yeah, for travel, I didn't see that. So smart.
So starting up at the top, we have our shower gels, which they're plant-based, vegan-friendly, organic ingredients. We have a variety of scents there.
Oh, yeah.
We have body butters, all the scents, no mineral oils, no parabens, and I try to use, essential oils and natural ingredients. Same as the sugar scrubs.
So good. I love
those. The sugar scrubs, I actually have a lot of salons that buy in bulk, and they use it for their pedicure treatments.
Cool.
So it's not slippery and oily. You're not going to fall in the shower. I actually incorporate soap in with it.
Oh,
so Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And safer. Much
Yeah.
safer.
Yeah.
And way more delicious.
Yep. Then we have the body butter in the
Yes.
flip top bottles for people that don't want to dip their fingers in. You like put it on your desk, whatever. But it's the same product as here, just different size.
I love it.
And then we have the foaming hand soap.
Oh, so good.
Organic, plant-based as well.
Very
and then we also have the whipped shea butter.
Ooh.
We have that in 4 different scents, or I should say 1 unscented, and then we have a coconut, milk and honey, and a lavender. So that's going to be one of your heavier lotions or creams that I make. The body butters, they soak in very fast, still very moisturizing, but they're not going to be greasy.
Right.
Of course, we have the whipped soap. That's a favorite for everyone.
Look how gorgeous.
Yeah, they're fun to make because I actually use pastry bags and pipe them in. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, you're amazing.
And this is a new one, peach, because
coming in here for the new scent. I'm always like, hey, what's the new one I'm gonna buy?
I know, like I need to add more, right?
No, please, I love it. Please keep doing it. I always have something to look forward to coming in here.
So lip balms and lip scrubs.
Yum.
Which a variety of flavors. And then over here we have some of our facial products.
Ooh.
So this is our face moisturizer, the rose water spray. We also have the Vitaburst, which we put little beads, jojoba beads. So it's like charcoal and vitamin E. This is a cucumber gel toner.
Ooh.
We have a face mask.
Love it. Everything.
Then I also started carrying some of the Honeybee Gardens products. So she's local. She's been in business over 30 years. She uses all natural ingredients. So we have a variety of her different products.
I love that you collaborate with so many local artists and everything. All different factions. Yep. So cool.
So, and then those are just some of the perfume roller balls. So you can put them on your wrist or your neck or whatever. E-cloth, that's a product I brought in. It's just using water. Yeah. And cleaning your windows. Wow. It's amazing. I think we're probably one of the few in Berks County that carry this.
We know this is the spot to get that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. So let's see. African black soap, that's I don't have this one on the website only because we have to weigh it and it's like by the ounce. But if anybody wants to order it, they can always call in and we can, get it to you that way. So this is the only soap that I don't make. I get that imported from Ghana. So, yeah. So, that's okay.
I'm super excited here with Beverly. We're learning all the ins and outs of all of the delicious concoctions that are made right here in the store. Beverly, how did you even get into this business?
Well, probably since I was a little kid, I was very sensitive to all kinds of soaps and scents, that kind of thing. Yeah. And well, of course, back then, the doctor told my mom, "Oh, use ivory." I'm like, okay. Well, that really dried my skin out.
Oh my gosh.
But as the years went on, I'd go to craft shows, and I don't know why, I was always drawn to handmade soaps. Yes. And every time I'd use them, I'm like, oh my God, like what is this? So through the years, I just started experimenting. Awesome. I joined the Soap Makers Guild.
Oh, cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. It's so cool.
Yeah. It's huge. And also then I went to some classes, some women down in Lancaster. Very cool. And, learned the process. Yeah. So the rest is history. So I've been doing this since 2009.
Oh, wow.
But I worked out of my home and I did craft shows. I did the website. I did wholesale, like all around. I did the East Coast. I had shops like down in Florida, Virginia. Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow. That's amazing.
So, but the craft shows got a little bit,
exactly.
A lot. Yeah. And, my husband, he was a sport because, I wouldn't be here without him, believe me. But, so then it was like 10 years. It's going to be 10 years that we had the physical shop. So we were actually, Christmas shopping on the Avenue. And my husband saw the for rent sign and I was like, what? Always a dream. Was it, doable? I don't know. Yeah. So we just dove in.
That's
and
amazing.
Yeah, the rest is history.
Sounds like such a gem.
Yeah.
May everybody's husbands be as supportive and awesome.
That's
so cool.
true. Yeah. That is so true. Yeah, you have to have somebody behind you that backs you. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So being part of like the soap guild, which is like just blew my mind at that.
I know.
So do you guys have like meetings or conferences or like what?
So they have conventions every year, like in the spring, and they do it all over the country.
Wow!
But it's not just the U.S. I mean, it's the whole world. I mean, so there's people coming from England. There's over in Asia or Europe. So it's like it's crazy.
So fun. That must be really awesome to have.
And plus they have a lot of resources. Yeah. So they have the website and your member or whatever. And plus, through them, I get my liability insurance. So, they get like a group rate. So, of course, they do a lot of things for you. So,
that's so cool.
Yeah.
What an awesome thing to be part of a guild.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. So, Beverly, there are so many fun things that happen in West Reading. What are the next couple of events coming through?
So we just got through the Arts on the Avenue Saturday, which I'm sure many of you came, but that was a hot one. Yeah, one of the hot ones in history. But we do a second Friday.
Oh, awesome. Okay, yeah.
So second Friday, most of the shops stay open late, like till 8 o'clock. So between 5 and 8, they'll have music down on 6th Avenue, like local musicians.
So cool.
A lot of times the shops will have discounts or special, special pricing, whatever. Then July 19th, I think it is, it's a Saturday, we're doing over at Shaler.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, Shaler Brewery on Lancaster Avenue. So they're doing like a little, I don't know, it's a 0.5K.
Oh, perfect. That's exactly my
and you can walk from here to there.
That sounds amazing.
And then they're going to have like a little vendor event in the back. So we're going to be setting up a table back there. So I just recently did 2 beer soaps for them.
Very cool.
Yeah, so they're curing right now. That's so cool. So the one's the Pineapple Express, which smells amazing.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And what's really fun is I'm actually going to be doing an episode with them, and they're going to teach us how to brew things, which is so. That'll be coming up. Very cool.
Yeah. So we like to collaborate with a lot of different local businesses, which it's great because each of you have different followers and. So it works out.
That's really fun.
And then, then in August, besides the second Friday, then we also have the French Fry Fest, which is, it's Saturday, August 16th.
Okay.
I had to check that one.
Yeah, that's okay.
But, so this is the first year for the French Fry Fest that they're closing 2 blocks, the 600 and the 700.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, so they're looking to get like 50 French fry vendors, something like that.
Whoa.
I
know where I'm going to be that day. I love French fries.
Yeah. So, and of course, we'll have the shop open. So in case it's hot, you can come in and cool off for a little bit.
Absolutely. When you need a break from eating all those fries and you just want to feel good and smell good and buy a bunch of cool stuff. That's awesome.
So, of course, we have Fall Fest, which is huge, and that's September 20th, a Saturday.
Perfect.
And it's going to be an amazing day, believe me. That's even bigger than the Arts on the Avenue.
Which is, if you can even believe it, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so this is our blueberry slushy soap. So right now I'm adding in the fragrance oil. And I have some soap curls here, which I use salad shooter to shred them up. So it's just pure, soap there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I spray a little bit of alcohol on it just so it helps adhere.
Awesome.
And then I'm just going to do a little whipping here. And this has to be at a certain temperature.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So, because if you have it too high, then it'll melt the soap curls.
Right.
So I'm just going to pour that in.
So pretty.
Yeah. And it smells so good. It's amazing.
It smells so good.
Yeah, this is a pretty popular scent.
And it looks like mermaid.
But it's not.
Yeah. Delicious blueberry.
So I'm just going to turn it this way to scoop some stuff. You can smell it.
Mm-hmm.
It smells like a blue slushy, right?
It delicious.
Okay. So now we're just going to put a few more of these little soap curls in there just to top it off.
Mm-hmm.
And then with this soap, this is our glycerin soap. So normally when it sets up, like within a day, the next day, like we come in, cut it and wrap them.
Awesome.
And then they're ready to put out in the shelves.
So cool.
So then we just let that sit here overnight.
Perfect.
So we're good to go with that. So now I'm going to show you how we actually make the shower steamers. There's several ingredients with it. Baking soda and citric acid are the two main ingredients. Then we also use cornstarch and cream of tartar.
Okay.
Besides the fragrance oils,
right?
Or essential oils. So the two that I'm doing in the shop here today do not have the menthol crystals. The other ones that I showed you, the three other Ocean, Wake Me Up, and Sinus, also Positive Energy, they had the menthol crystals in them. So that's going to give you that extra pop, you know, to open up your sinuses and that kind of thing. So right now what we have to do is weigh everything out.
Okay.
And it's a process because I had to learn a lot because sometimes it'd be too much liquid in it. Sometimes it wouldn't be enough, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
So I forgot one other ingredient, the witch hazel. Okay. That's another one that we use for the liquid. So as I was saying, sometimes, you know, with the environment, the humidity, or if it's dry, you know, they would crack or break, or sometimes they start to activate with the humidity. So it's a fine line here with those. But anyway, so we're going to start with the baking soda, and I have the mixing stand here. Okay. And so I have to weigh that all out. And these I'm doing all in grams, not ounces. Right. So just going to pour some of that in. I don't know if you want, you can see all that.
Very cool. Nice.
So, and I have to strain it because, like through the strainer, because you don't want like some big clumps in it. So that's
why your products are so awesome.
So this one that I'm going to make, it's the Stay Calm. So it's it's a lavender and vanilla scent to it. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. The grams are so much more sensitive than yeah. All right. So that I'm going to put aside. So I'm going to use a little bit of mica, which the mica is safe colorant. Okay. It has titanium dioxide and some other minerals that are safe for you, not the dye that, you know, they want you to stay away from, the food coloring stuff. Yeah. So now we're going to add in the cream of tartar. A little bit of that. You know, it sounds like you're baking a cake here.
I know. Like you're making me hungry somehow. Always measure the instrument that or the vessel you're using too, just so it doesn't throw it off. It is a science.
Yeah, it sure is. Okay, the scale's very touchy.
Okay. Be accurate.
Yeah. All right. So now we're going to put this through the strainer into here. Make sure that doesn't have any clumps. And I'll just give it a little swirl to mix in the color a little bit.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. So the cornstarch, I don't run through the strainer only because it gets very airborne.
Oh, yeah.
And
we don't need that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But this will take almost a whole box with this recipe.
Okay.
And normally I get big 5-pound bags, but for some reason I was out of it and didn't know it, which sometimes happens.
That happens.
So I had to run over to the restaurant store and get some.
Oh yeah, that's a great store.
Yeah. Okay. So now what we're going to do is measure out our fragrance oil and the witch hazel. We're going to pour in a little bit too much. And I'm going to actually pour the witch hazel into another one because I don't want to add the witch hazel to that and then pour too much in.
Right. Yeah, that would be harder to remove.
Yeah. Okay. See, because I have a heavy hand.
Yeah. Fun at parties.
That's true. Okay. This is just going to be one of those days, I guess. Oy. Okay, we're going to probably be good with that. One more drop. Take a little out, add a little in. Yeah. We're all good. Okay, so now we're going to pour that into there. Okay. So we can mix it all together.
Smart.
And I'm going to grab a dish towel here to put over the top.
Oh, yes. Yes. So
because it will get airborne. Yes. So that's until we add the liquid to it. Yeah. So I'll just give it a little.
Start.
Yeah.
Such a great hack using a towel over.
Yeah, I know. All right. So now that we had that mixed for a little, now if I decide like once this is mixed, maybe it's a little bit too light in color. Maybe I want to make it a little darker, which I think I do.
Okay.
So I'm going to just add a little bit more of that in there.
Oh, fun.
There it is. So I'm just going to add a little bit more to it. All right. So now I just want to scrape the sides, make sure there's no liquid around there that's stuck to the sides before I add the citric acid in.
Okay.
But you always put all the wet ingredients in and mix them before the citric acid, because if you put it in before, it'll activate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it'll mess everything up. Okay. Yep. So that's probably mixed pretty good for now.
Such a pretty color now.
Yeah, looks great. And, you know, I'll know that it's the right texture because when you go to squeeze it, it'll be like wet sand and it sticks together. So that's how you know you got a winner. A lot of trial and error with this, especially with the weather we've been having. It's like, gosh, yeah. All right. So once I have all that done,
it's so pretty with all the colors.
Yeah.
With the matching base.
Yeah.
Like
so now we're just going to dump it into the big bowl.
Okay.
And then we do the molds.
Oh, fun.
So, yeah. I just want to like check and make sure. Sometimes you might have to add a little more liquid to it, which would be the witch hazel.
Okay. Witch hazel is so great.
Yeah. So, all right. So here's my little mold. So I can actually make six steamers at a time, which is very nice.
Oh yeah.
But so for many of you that use my steamers, and you know we run out a lot.
Yeah.
So each batch will make about 25 to 27 steamers.
Wow.
So, you know, during the holidays, man, I'm pumping them out like hundreds every day.
Wow.
It is a lot, but yeah, you know, it's worth it.
Doing that. Yeah. We appreciate it.
So then what I do here for each one, I weigh. I scoot in and weigh it. But yeah, I want to get my tray over there. So then I can set them all on the tray.
Very cool.
I guess we can plug the doorbell. But okay. You want to switch over to the other? Okay. So what I'll do is got to change the unit. So we want them to weigh 3 ounces. They will lose a little bit of liquid, like the witch hazel. Sometimes you'll lose some of that.
Okay.
So it's a very tedious making here, but they're a #1 seller. That's for sure. Yeah.
They make the best gifts, and, especially for treat yourself days.
Yeah.
Any day that ends in Y, honestly.
This scale's really touchy. Being a bugger. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Last one. So now we just push down on them.
Oh, okay.
That's where you get all the muscles.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's a vacuum packed. So you push down on it and
push out all the air.
Yeah, and then do a little tap and flip it over. Do another tap.
That's so cool.
So now you have to carefully place them over here.
I had no idea.
Yep. You have to be gentle. I've had some of them just break in half on me. You know, it's like, I have to redo them.
It's very delicate.
Yep.
Wow, an awesome process. And they're perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for joining us on this super amazing episode of Sam Slams the World. I'm your host, Samantha Bremenkamp. Thank you, Beverly, so much for teaching us your secret magic ways of making incredible products, teaching us things I had no idea that goes into the process of making all these things. And now we know why the shower bath fizzlers fly off the shelf so fast and how intricate it is to make them, which is so cool. Thank you again.
Oh, you're welcome. I appreciate you having me here.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you guys haven't already, this is the place to check out all the time. Always new products being invented by the amazing Beverly.
Always different scents.
Always. And seasonal also, which I love. And just such a great place to get gifts and to treat yourself, which when was the last time you did that? Get thee to Muddy Creek right here in beautiful West Reading.